Yeah, Janet. Yeah. Morning, all. Naveed, you're on mute.
Morning.
Naveed, can't hear you, honey. Have you got something plugged in that you shouldn't have? Morning, Jez. Naveed, if you go out and come back in again. Although having Naveed on silent might not be a bad thing, eh? What do you say? Still can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
I was going to say good morning, everyone, and especially to Jez, because it's been a long time, Jez.
It has been a long time.
Hope you're well.
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah. How are you?
Good, thank you. Still here.
You're looking very posh this morning with your lovely blouse on.
Had a job interview.
I was going to say, have you had a job interview? Or been in court?
No, I'm back in Burnley this afternoon.
Oh, right.
Not an event meeting.
So you dress up to come to Burnley. That's what we like to hear.
That's right, exactly.
I'll just give people another couple of minutes just to join because we've had problems with Zoom this week. Jez will tell you this because he was at the People of Pendle meeting on Monday. And I couldn't get in for a start. I've managed to get in today. Couldn't get in for a start, and it also said that the meeting was an hour later than it actually was. So, and I noticed that on mine it said that this meeting was 11 o'clock, not 10. So I've asked Lorna to send an urgent email out to people just saying it's 10 o'clock. So it's only just 10 now, so I'll just give people a couple of minutes. I can let people in anyway as we...
Tracy, we've discussed this, I think, and I can't remember what you told me, but do we have to use Zoom? Was this something that your organisation didn't allow Teams, or we couldn't do this on Teams? I don't know.
No, the reason that we use Zoom is that we can record it and upload it easier on YouTube than we can if we're on Teams. We can use Teams, but it's easier to upload the recording of the meeting onto YouTube. But if it carries on playing silly beggars like it has done, we'll be reverting to Teams, unfortunately. I'll ask our pixies that work on the technological side that I have no idea about because it's all fairy dust and magic. If they can sort something out that we can put that recording onto YouTube, put the Teams recordings on YouTube. Is everybody okay this morning? It's been a bit cloudy, hasn't it? Really. Hopefully it won't rain today. I'm just rambling now. Does somebody else want to talk? Naveed, you're usually up for a good talk.
And this is all being recorded. It's going to go on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
Excellent.
all of this is recorded. Yeah, no
Yeah.
swearing, please. It's like Big Brother. No swearing, please. Yeah, right. Okay, I think we'll crack on. If anybody comes in, I'll let them in. So thank you everybody for coming today. So we don't have any spotlight members today. So, and as there's so few of us, you could each have 10 minutes if you wanted. So I think I'll just start with the Health and Wellbeing Partnership update, and then we'll go launch straight into let's share information, if that's all right with everybody. Yeah, okay. So, Adult Social Care Transformation Fund, this has dragged on. I was thinking about this when I was brushing my teeth this morning, you know, as you do. And this has dragged on for 12 months now. First of all, Lancashire County Council dragged the feet, and then there were decisions to be made, then they dragged the feet again, and then it were kind of, here's your money, get on with it. And it's like, oh my God, you know. So we have had, we've spent part of it on some adult social cares. There's 3 adult social care social connectors that take referrals from adult social care, 1 in each area. So there's 1 for Burnley. And we had some other funding left. So what we are proposing, and this will be discussed next week, is a specific social connector to support people with hoarding issues. So they wouldn't be a specialist or an expert or anything like that. So they're not going to do all that psychological stuff, because we know that it's deep-seated, is hoarding. But what the social connector will do is support that person in empowering them to enable them to engage in the services that they need to engage in to help them with their hoarding issues. We're also proposing a telephone befriending service that will involve the colleges, so young people on, you know, social care courses or public service courses, doing a little bit of volunteering, you know, volunteering a couple of hours each week, to ring somebody up and have a chat and talk about the weather or new technology or the news or whatever that person wants to talk about. So, but like I said, that's all in the planning stages just at the moment. So, but I'll keep you up to date on that as and when. I don't have any subgroup updates because they've not met. Basically, they've not met yet. So, I think there's meetings imminent. So I'll keep you updated on that.
Tracy, just to jump in there, what are the subgroups? What they cover?
The subgroups are housing and respiratory, I can't say that, respiratory diseases. So that's linked to mold and damp in houses. The other one is childhood nutrition. So it's around childhood obesity, nutrition. So yeah, there's 2 subgroups in Burnley working on that. And it's a bit like this, where there's a multi-agency. So both groups are multi-agency. So people do elements of each, and there's action plans for both subgroups as well. So people, and we're held to account. We are all held to account, and you know, have you done this? Have you done that? So yeah, it works quite well. So has anybody got any themes? I mean, we could come to this later if you wanted. So think about any themes that are coming into your service. So are people coming in with a lot of debt issues? Are they coming in with, you know, are there other things that they're coming in with that I can feed into the Health and Wellbeing Partnership for Burnley, which is effectively Burnley Together, I should say. The only other thing before I stop talking is I'll just do our quick update. We've got integrated care board funding for social prescribing. So that's for small groups. They can apply for up to £5,000 if you've got a turnover £150,000 or less each year. You can apply for funding for anything to do with health and wellbeing. There are specific priorities for Burnley, which I can't just think of now. But if you email me or our Heather or Julie, we'll send you the guidance and application form. I'll put email addresses in the chat. Also, it is our 90th anniversary, and I know I keep banging on about this, and Naveed comes up with an act of kindness every time. But we are collecting acts of kindness. Now, our tree, our kindness tree, set off, and it was a bit like winter, midwinter. There was the odd leaf here and there. It developed into spring, and there was a few more leaves on, and we're in midsummer now because there's loads of leaves all over it. I'm going to get our Tom to take a picture of it and put it up on our website, because I think it looks great at the moment. But we still need more acts of kindness, because we know you're all kind people. If you fancy sending in an act of kindness, either one that you do regularly, one that you plan on doing, or one that you've done in the past, please. And it can be something little. It doesn't have to be anything massive. It can be something like, I let somebody out of a side street yesterday because the traffic was bad. You can give you a warm fuzzy feeling just because they smile at you and they give you a thumbs up or whatever, rather than what they usually do when you're driving past them. So yeah, please do send us in your acts of kindness. I'll put Tom's email address in there. And it's something simple. Okay. Janet, have you anything you want to promote or anything? No. Okay. Sorry, this is Janet Lee. This is our project support for the Volunteer Hub. So thank you very much. I'm going to shut up now, and I'll just go across my screen if that's okay. And you can take as long as you want today. You don't have to take your 2 minutes. You can take as long as you want because we've no spotlights. So, no, Naveed, I'm not coming to you first. Because you're not first on my screen this time, for a change. Jez, you're first on my screen. Would you like to give an update or talk about what you do or your services? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, not much to say really, other than I spent years working at the University of Central Lancashire in the social work department there, and left a year ago. I was made redundant a year ago, so I set up my own sort of business now, and just helping small organisations doing sort of evaluations and small bits of research connected with sort of small pots of funding, really. So bits. I'm not here, but over in Pendle, I'm linked in with doing some work for Building Bridges Pendle, and doing some work with In Situ as well. And then in Burnley, working with Calico on their Youth Futures programme. But one of the things I spoke briefly with Trace about today, one of the things I noticed in the first meeting that I went to, which was a Pendle meeting, I think, was people at this stage, lots of people were talking about, lots of really, really good work that they're doing in their little slots at the end. But nobody talked about how they were kind of capturing outcomes from that in terms of even just small bits of evaluation, in terms of capturing things that obviously can support in terms of future funding, and just demonstrating. And I know Tracy was saying that she runs some courses on evaluation, which are free for people to access. And again, that's something I can help and give advice to. But sometimes I know organisations don't always have a lot of money for evaluation, so it might be there might be things that you can do yourselves to make sure that you are kind of capturing good enough data that at least allows you to report back to people and show what it is that you're doing. So essentially that's what I'm about now, in terms of trying to support organisations to do small and good enough evaluations, and also linking that to kind of social return on investment as well, so you can actually demonstrate some sort of financial value for the work that you're doing as well. That, again, because often there's lots of organisations that might be going for the same funding, and they're all good projects, and funders are then start kind of thinking, well, I'd like to fund you both, but if I can only fund one of you, which one will I go for? And if you could actually demonstrate that for every pound that's invested, they get £1.50 back or something, you can kind of put some value on that. That can put you ahead of the game. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Thank you.
Thanks, Jez. Yeah, Jez and I had an email conversation about this. And if you'd like Jez to present something around monitoring and evaluating your project and gathering that evidence in, you know, we can give him a 10-15 minute slot on Burnley Linked and People of Pendle if you wanted, Jez, to just go through some things. But I would encourage people to sign up for the monitoring evaluation workshops that I deliver in conjunction. It's not instead of, but in conjunction with what Jez does, because you can never get enough information about how you can gather evidence and how, you know, you can make it easy for yourself as well, rather than trying to do it all at the end. We get a lot that try and do it all at the end. Do it as you're going through. Yes, we've got some knowing nods going on here. So yeah, thank you for that, Jess. Thank you. Naveed, you are now number 2 on my screen.
Thank you for that, Tracy. The only reason is I've got to leave by 10:30. Yeah, thank you. But I've put in the group chat, I'm going to send a link to the only couple of things I wanted to mention was the events taking place around VJ80, which is Victory in Japan. And I think it's 80 years of it. So there's things going on at downtown. I've put it in the group chat, and the service, if people want to join in the service, it's an event right link. I'll put that in the chat as well if people want to go to the service. So that's the 2 bits of main information. There was it was just something, given the fact that, you know, a lot of the community groups are probably busier over the summer, or maybe not as busy over the summer because everybody's taking leave and going away and spending time with family. But it's just being mindful that people know how to protect their service users or people that they engage with in the current climate, because there is a bit of tension, underlying tension around stuff that's happening. I just wanted to make sure that people knew that they can go and report things in, they can come back and speak to us, they can let us know in the council, speak to the police if they're suffering hate crime. It's just a difficult time. I just wanted to say that little bit. I just thought it was important to mention, given the bigger group that we have here and very little. So, but if anybody wants to talk to me about it after, when it's not recorded and not on this meeting, then please do give me a call. I'm still here. Jez, I'm still here 20 years down the line. After working on the Good Relations programme.
Yeah, do you know, I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking, you know, how long you and I have known each other, Naveed. And it's got to be.
I feel more sorry for you than you for me. So
I do, actually. I feel more sorry for me.
And my act of kindness today is going to be to leave a bit earlier just so I can see social services for my mum. Hence the outfit. Look smart.
Thank you, Naveed. Thank you very much. She knows I love her dearly. Jessica.
Hi everybody, thank you for having me today. My name's Jessica, and usually you have Olivia O'Connell here from Crowdfund Lancashire and the Lancashire Culture and Sport Fund. We work together on the community funding team. Olivia unfortunately couldn't make it today, so she's asked if I could just stand in. So we basically, Olivia and I oversee the Lancashire Culture and Sport Fund, which can give up to 50% of a campaign target, a fundraising target for projects that increase access to culture or sport to a maximum of £15,000. So, you know, if you were doing a £30,000 project, you could apply to us for up to £15,000 for that project, for anything that increases access to culture and sport. So festivals, events, exhibitions, any, sports clubs, any kind of sporting activity, or any, even gardening, walking, that kind of thing, anything that kind of increases physical activity or culture. We've literally just this week, or was it last week, closed the current round. We didn't have any projects from Burnley. We do usually get a couple, but this round we didn't get any. So Olivia just wanted me to come on and kind of highlight that to everybody. If you know of anything that might benefit from this funding, do let them know about it. The next funding round will open sort of or close November, December-ish. So just to keep your eye on that. If you do know of anything, I'll pop our team email address into the chat. Do feel free to give that out to people that, if they've got any projects in mind that increase access to cultural sport, do just have a conversation with us, and and we might be able to help with that.
Thanks, Jessica. Jessica, is there something that you could send us that we could get out there, just to encourage some applications from Burnley?
We do have a what would be most useful, because we do have like a digital, we print it as an A5 leaflet, but I could send you that digitally.
Yeah.
Would that be useful?
Yeah,
I can send
that'd
that
be
to you,
really
no
good.
problem. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Jessica. We can get it out there then.
Yeah.
Through all of our networks.
Yeah. I'll pop our email in the chat as well, and then if anyone wants to email me, do feel free to do so.
Fab. Thank you. Thanks, Jessica.
No problem.
Hammer, you've always got something good to say.
Hi, you guys. Are you all well?
All good, thank you.
Oh, great. Tracy, I'm just going to go over. We've got our annex, which is the Community Mental Health Hub.
Yeah.
We're running a group session for primary school children, aged 6 to 11. So these are for children that are in the Burnley area. So it's going to be running Thursday mornings, 9:30 to 11:30. And as I said, that's going to be like a little group session where it's going to be focused on helping children who are struggling to manage their emotions. So they'll look at understanding and label their emotions, identifying emotional triggers, learn healthy emotional regulation, and build helpful coping strategies. We're also receiving referrals in, so anyone can go onto our website to put a referral in. We're doing the one-to-one emotional health sessions, again for 6 to 11, supporting children dealing with anxiety, phobias and low mood. And then we've also got the one-to-one parenting support. So that's support for parents to help them manage the children's anxiety and any challenging behaviours. So we pop that out on our social media, but obviously it's just to let everyone know. Professionals can refer in and parents can refer in too. What else have we got going? We've got, for August, we're going to be running our family matters courses, and it's on the primary years, and really good what we're running, because it is August time and we understand the children are off. We're putting on a kids club as well, so the parents can come on the course, and then we've got provisions in place for a little kids club down the hall as well. So the kids can come in with the parents. The primary years, we've not run this one actually for a while, and that's just looking at being a parent, children's needs, feelings and listenings, boundaries and parenting styles, and keeping children safe and building strong families. Everything is on our social media, but as always, if anyone, please give me an email or phone in to us, and we can give you some more details on any of the annex information or the family matter courses. That's all from me.
Fab, thanks, Tammy. Told you always had some good stuff to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lisa.
Hello. So a number of you will know me from BPRCVS, but I'm from LACVS today. So for the past few months, I've been working with LACVS on a number of projects. Well, a project that has a number of facets to it, should I say. The project is called Volunteering for Health, and it's an NHS project. However, as part of that, it's about bringing people within Lancashire together and creating partnerships that are Lancashire-wide. So we've set up a volunteer managers forum, open to anyone who works with volunteers, works in the third sector, works within that infrastructure, to bring together best practice within Lancashire. I work within Lancashire 12. We do have somebody who works in the unitaries and South Cumbria separately. Literally anyone who wants to come along, it's a monthly meeting. within that, it's about people getting out what they're doing in their part of Lancashire. How are you doing it? Are you doing it and there's an issue? And you think other people could come in and actually say to you, oh, we've done it this way, and this worked here because of, and it might help you with anything that you have going on. It's literally a forum for open conversation and getting out best practice. As part of that as well, we've been tasked with putting together a vision for volunteering for the whole of Lancashire. And within that, we need everybody's voices. So we need everyone from residents, volunteers, volunteer including groups, all to give us as much information as they can to make this vision for volunteering accurate. So we do have 2 surveys out at the moment. I will get Lorna to pop them out to everyone after this. They're only quick surveys, but if we just kindly ask if people can just disseminate them down to as many people as possible, because the more replies we get, the more accurate the vision will be. That vision, we hope, will bring together what's happening with the NHS at the moment, because the NHS are moving into community. The 10-year plan states it even more than we thought when the project started. So there are going to be massive shifts, and we want to make sure that anyone volunteering for any sort of health champion style volunteer role has the information, has the training, has the best practice to make sure their volunteer role works, to make sure that if it's a small group running it, that they have everything they need and it aligns to what the NHS are wanting as much as it aligns to what the council's wanting, and it aligns to what everyone else is looking at. So that leads us to have portability of volunteers. And we're also now, a new little facet is we're looking at the emergency response as well. The NHS have just realised that actually last time what happened on the NHS side didn't quite work well in a lot of areas, whereas the community side worked really well, as it did in Burnley. And actually at a national level, we're being held up as actually, you know, this is how it should have been. So we're looking at that as well. That's literally it, apart from saying that my act of kindness is actually quite a big one. I was in the Burnley Express last night. I saw myself half naked in the Burnley Express. We're doing a sponsored swim. It's quite disheartening when you're kind of opening up your Facebook and suddenly you're there in your swimming costume. I was like, oh, God. So yeah, we're doing a sponsored swim for the Mayoresses Committee. I'm going to do 22 miles in August, so I'm swimming the Channel. So unfortunately, the Burnley Express, but 2 local ladies swim the Channel. We're like, well, no, we're not. We're doing it at wavelengths. Anyway, that's my act of kindness for August. So yeah, so if anybody wants to come on to the next Volunteer Managers Forum, it's on the 20th of August. We'll put out the booking form, and I'll also put out the surveys if anybody would be kind enough to fill them in or pass them on. And if anybody wants to find out more about what we're doing at LACVS, I will pop my email in the chat and you can just get in touch with me, or my email will be on the members list anyway. That's me, thank you.
Thanks, Lisa. Yes, I think I was the guilty one for forwarding on the Burnley Express article with you and your friend half naked. Sorry about that. Yeah, but Lisa and a friend do this most years. They will swim, and they swim every day anyway, so they're very good at raising money for charity. I think you've done it for Diabetes UK as well, haven't you? Yeah. So thank you for that, and I apologise. So yeah, LACVS is Lancashire Association of CVSs. So we remember there are many others that are members as well of, and our chief exec works across Lancashire a lot of the time, bringing funding into Burnley, Pendle and Rosendale. So and making sure that all of you and the really small groups have a voice at that level. And Lisa's helping out, doing the volunteering stuff and doing a great job. So thank you very much. Lisa's just put her email address in the chat. Naveed's had to leave us, which will be a relief for some. But she's had to leave us. But she says she's sorry she can't listen. She couldn't afford the time to listen to everybody's great work. So thank you for that, Naveed. So Jodie, you're the next on my screen.
Hello. I'm so sorry. I'm down at the hub in Burnley, and it's all seems to be happening this morning. It's never a quiet day, never a dull moment. No massive updates from us. Just busy down at the hub. Hub's still opening 3 days a week, so Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays. Me and Tracy had a lovely time recently doing the podcast, which should be out this month. We did. It sounds really good as well, Tracy. I hope you're going to be happy with it. So if anyone would like to listen to me and Tracy having a little bit of a chat about volunteering and just life in general, our podcast is called Focus AF. And you can get that on Spotify, on iPhones, whatever. I'm an Android user, so I don't actually know what it is on iPhones, but all the major stuff, let's just say that, all the major stuff. And you can listen to me and Tracy having a little bit of a chat. So that's all I wanted to do was promote that. So that comes out this month. All right. Thank you. That's all.
We did. We had a lovely time, and I would recommend it. You know, if you've got the time, and even if you haven't got the time, make the time to go with Jodie and just have a chat about your service and about life in general. And it's quite cathartic, actually. And Jodie very kindly picked me up and dropped me off as well. So
I'm not doing that for everyone, Tracy. That's not a service I provide for everyone.
She only does it for special people. She does it for special people, don't you, Jodie?
I do.
But I felt like I'd had a counselling session after I'd done it.
Oh no, it was lovely. It was a lovely podcast. It truly was. Yeah.
It was really nice. It was a lovely day as well. It was very sunny. And the guy that recorded it, I can't remember his name. I'm
Paul.
sorry. Paul, he was lovely too. Very chilled out. His dog's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, Jodie. Yes,
okay.
if you can stand to listen to me natter on a little bit more, at least you'll have Jodie as contrast in the podcast. But thank you for that, Jodie.
It's okay. Thank you.
So Sanam, are you there? Yes. Sanam, we can't hear you. I know you've come off mute. For some reason, we can't hear you. If you are talking at all, you might not. You might just be fooling me. Oh! We heard a big crash then, Sanam. I hope you're all right. And again. Yeah, I think there might be something wrong with Sanam's microphone.
Can you hear me now?
Can hear you. Yeah,
hooray! Fab. It was a different port that I ended up putting it in. Morning, thank you. I'm glad that you can all hear me. Mine was a really quick one, Tracy. I really wanted to say thank you to yourself and to Naveed and a couple of other colleagues on part of this group for promoting the breast cancer screening for Burnley. So I really appreciate that. We've moved over now to another area. So I really want to say thank you for helping us to do that and promoting it. I also just wanted to follow on from what Lisa was saying about health champions and volunteers that are coming out and promoting services. We've had a couple of health champions that we've linked in recently around early diagnosis and cancer and how breast cancer screening fits into that, and really disseminating those messages out in the community. So Lisa, if you do have any health champions that have got a focus around screening cancer, breast cancer, by all means give us a shout. I can do a 10-15 minute very quick training session with the new recruits if that is something that you're looking to do in the future. It's just to let you know around the screening and how we work across East Lancashire and how we can actually promote that and work alongside volunteers. The more people that we have sharing that message out in the community, the better it is. So we are available as East Lancashire, but just to let you also know that there are colleagues that cover the whole of Lancashire as well, and I can put you in touch with them should you need to get in touch with us and have that input. So yeah, just those quick couple of things. Rest assured, when we're back in Burnley again, I will come and promote my spiel. And thank you, Tracy, for giving me that opportunity to do that. So that's it really from me. Thank you.
That's okay, Sanam. You know, it's a cause close to my heart. For those of you that don't know, I was diagnosed with breast cancer 2 years ago. I'm fine, by the way. And the service was just brilliant, and I found it myself. So getting screened is really important. So if you haven't been screened, girls, get screened. If you're called for screening, get screened. Same with cervical cancer as well. And men, I think there's just you, Jez. Check yourself. Everybody, check yourselves, please do, because I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't checked myself. I wouldn't have been here. So, or I would have been really poorly. So, thank you for that, Sanam. Now, you know, we've been really quick this morning. Has anybody got anything else that they want to talk about? Can be anything, really. Because we've got half an hour. Now, I know there's not many of us, probably due to school holidays, you know, people are away, etc. There's usually a few more of us than this. So, what I'm proposing to do, if it's okay with everybody, is let you all go. So you've all got half an hour free. Everybody thinks you're in this meeting. I won't tell anybody, including those that work here. So Janet, Lisa, I won't tell anybody. You can go and eat chocolate, go and walk around the block, take that full half an hour. Jodie included, go and take that full half an hour and just enjoy yourself. Or at least if you can't take the full, if you don't feel like you can take the full half an hour because you're feeling guilty, take at least 10 minutes to yourself. Just go and have a breath of fresh air, go and have a walk outside and go and look at the trees or something, but have a bit of mindfulness time. That's my gift to you this morning. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being so engaged and engaging. And I'm sorry there weren't so many of us, and we didn't have any spotlights this time. If anybody would like a spotlight, please do give me a shout, whiz me an email, and you can have that 10 minutes at the beginning. We usually have 2 or 3 speakers. So, and I think Jez and I might have a conversation about maybe Jez doing some stuff with us around that, gathering evidence in. So thank you, everyone. Fly, be free, my pretties. We'll see you in a month's time. And don't forget to have a listen to that podcast. It's obviously very entertaining. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.